Life in medieval cities. The medieval period in Europe witnessed the transformation of societies. Cities emerged and flourished as vibrant centers of political, economic, social, and cultural life. Today, let's delve into the multifaceted aspects of life in medieval European cities, providing a comprehensive exploration of social structures, economic activities, urban planning, living conditions, cultural practices, and the profound influence of religion. The social fabric of medieval European cities was woven with intricate hierarchies, privileges, and obligations, shaping the lives of its inhabitants. At the apex of the social order stood the nobility, comprising kings, queens, lords, and other aristocrats. They wielded political power, owned vast lands, and often resided in fortified castles within or near the city walls. Alongside the nobility, the patricians formed an influential class of wealthy merchants and civic leaders. These astute individuals accumulated fortunes through trade and commerce, enjoyed social prestige, participated in urban governance, and made significant contributions to the cultural and intellectual life of the city. Guilds also played a pivotal role in medieval urban society. These associations brought together craftsmen and artisans from various trades, such as blacksmiths, weavers, potters, carpenters, and bakers. Guilds regulated the quality of craftsmanship, controlled trade, and provided social support for their members. Craftsmen progressed through the ranks of apprenticeship, journeyman, and master, ensuring a steady supply of skilled labor for the city's economic activities. The guild system fostered a sense of camaraderie and identity among craftsmen, while also offering protection and representation in urban affairs. The lower strata of medieval cities were occupied by laborers and servants who toiled in physically demanding occupations. Laborers engaged in a variety of tasks, including construction, agriculture, transportation, and other manual labor. Servants, on the other hand, worked in the households of the nobility, patricians, and affluent citizens, providing domestic services. Apprentices, often from lower social classes, undertook a period of training under the guidance of skilled craftsmen, aspiring to improve their social and economic status. Cities thrived as bustling commercial centers, strategically situated along major trade routes. Marketplaces formed the beating heart of urban economies, attracting merchants from near and far to sell a diverse range of goods. Regular markets, held weekly or monthly, offered textiles, spices, metals, foodstuffs, and other essential commodities. Periodic fairs, drawing traders from distant lands, amplified cultural exchange and economic growth. Flourishing trade routes interlinked cities, facilitating the exchange of goods and contributing to the prosperity of urban centers. Medieval cities were known for their skilled craftsmen and artisans, whose expertise and craftsmanship were sought after near and wide. Guilds played a pivotal role in nurturing and regulating these trades. The guild system ensured high-quality craftsmanship, set standards, and protected the interests of their members. Skilled artisans produced exquisite tapestries, finely crafted metalwork, intricate pottery, and a myriad of other artisanal goods that found eager buyers both locally and beyond. The reputation of guilds and their craftsmanship enhanced the city's prestige, attracting merchants and fostering economic growth. As trade and commerce burgeoned, banking and financial activities assumed a more prominent role in medieval cities. Moneylenders, merchant bankers, and financial institutions facilitated economic transactions, provided money-lending services, and facilitated currency exchange. The emergence of banking institutions instilled stability and security, contributing to the growth and resilience of urban economies. Money became more standardized and fungible, and financial instruments such as bills of exchange facilitated long-distance trade, further catalyzing economic expansion. Cities were often encompassed by formidable defensive walls, serving as bulwarks against external threats. Streets meandered in intricate patterns, following organic growth over time. The narrow thoroughfares led to bustling market squares, where the flow of commerce was palpable. The architectural landscape was punctuated by prominent civic structures, including town halls, cathedrals, and churches, which served as centers of governance, worship, and communal gathering. Housing options in medieval cities were diverse and reflective of social status and wealth. The nobility and patricians resided in spacious, often multi-story dwellings, replete with courtyards, gardens, and opulent furnishings. Their homes served as showcases of their wealth and refinement. In contrast, the lower classes inhabited smaller, modest houses or apartments, sometimes sharing living spaces with extended family or other households. Housing materials typically comprised timber, wattle and daub, with thatched roofs, reflecting the available resources and prevailing construction techniques of the time. The living conditions in densely populated areas were often characterized by cramped quarters, lack of privacy, and challenges related to sanitation and hygiene. Sanitation and hygiene posed significant challenges in medieval cities. Streets functioned as open sewers, where waste and refuse were discarded directly onto the streets. The absence of proper sewage systems and organized garbage collection resulted in unsanitary conditions. The accumulation of filth and waste within city walls exposed residents to health hazards and increased the risk of disease outbreaks. Efforts to maintain cleanliness were limited, and personal hygiene practices were rudimentary by modern standards. Religion held immense power and influence in medieval cities. Cathedrals, churches, and monasteries loomed large in the urban landscape, serving as focal points of religious devotion, education, and community cohesion. The clergy played a central role in shaping religious, social, and moral norms, wielding significant influence over the lives of the inhabitants. The church also held vast land and property, which played a pivotal role in shaping the urban landscape and economic dynamics of the city. Religious festivals and celebrations punctuated the annual calendar in medieval cities, enriching the cultural tapestry of urban life. These events brought communities together, fostering a sense of collective identity and reinforcing religious beliefs. Elaborate processions, pageants, and feast days filled the streets with color, music, dance, and artistic performances, providing occasions for communal celebration and shared cultural experiences. Education during the medieval period was primarily associated with the church. Monastic schools and cathedral schools served as centers of learning, where knowledge was preserved and transmitted. The clergy, particularly monks and friars, played a significant role in teaching and scholarship, nurturing intellectual pursuits. The rise of universities in cities such as Bologna, Paris, and Oxford marked a significant milestone, highlighting the growing importance of formal education. Universities provided instruction in subjects ranging from theology and law to medicine and the liberal arts, contributing to the intellectual and cultural development of urban centers. Life in medieval European cities was a rich tapestry woven with intricate social structures, dynamic economic activities, urban planning, living conditions, and vibrant cultural practices. Cities served as centers of political power, trade, craftsmanship, and intellectual pursuits. Social hierarchies, guilds, and labor dynamics shaped urban societies, while trade, commerce, and banking fueled economic growth. Urban planning reflected the need for defense and the organization of economic activities. Living conditions varied across social classes, with housing often cramped and sanitation concerns prevailing. Religion permeated all aspects of urban life, shaping cultural practices, social norms, and architectural landscapes. Medieval European cities laid the foundation for the development of urban civilization in subsequent centuries, leaving a lasting legacy of innovation, cultural exchange, and societal transformation.